This video will be an introduction to using the LD-1TR for PSK-31. We'll also be using HDSDR, Ham Radio Deluxe, Digital Master 780, Virtual Serial Port Emulator, and Virtual Audio Cable. There is also a document with written instructions that you may want to refer to on garageshop.com, and it will be posted as a PDF in the downloads area on the Lazy Dog Engineering website, www.lazydogengineering.com. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. Now we're going to use Ham Radio Deluxe to control transmit-receive switching of the LD-1TR. It in turn will be controlled by Digital Master 780, which will do the processing for the PSK-31. In order for Ham Radio Deluxe to communicate with HDSDR, we have to set up a virtual serial port. Ham Radio Deluxe communicates with radios over serial ports, and HDSDR has the ability to listen and talk on a virtual serial port. There are several different virtual serial port emulators. The one that I've downloaded is particularly easy to set up, but while it's free for 32-bit systems, for 64-bit systems you have to download a digitally signed driver, and there is a $24.95 charge for that. There are other alternatives that are entirely free, but if you have a 32-bit system, this is the one I recommend. Now, setting it up is very, very simple. Go to Device, Create, use the defaults, go to Next, and then we'll pick a serial port number to use, and this should be something that isn't already in use, in other words, doesn't already exist. I've been using COM26. Don't check emulate baud rate. I don't know what that does, and it is obviously not necessary. Click Start, and then you can minimize that. Next, we will set up a virtual audio cable. Actually, this will be a sort of an ongoing process during this video, but I'm going to get it started now. I need to have 3 cables set up. One is strictly used for this recording. The other 2, well, one of them connects the audio output from HDSDR, that's like the audio output from a conventional transceiver, to the input of Digital Master 780. The other one connects the audio output of Digital Master 780 to the transmit audio input of HDSDR, the same way that you would connect the audio output from DM780 to the audio input of a conventional transceiver. So we're going to have 3 cables. The number of cables is set up here, and it defaults to 1, but I recently had it set to 3. Just hit Set, and then you can minimize the virtual audio cable control panel. Okay, now we'll launch HDSDR. In the usual way, select EXTIO_LD1, not EXTIO_SI570, which is used by EXTIO-LD1, so it has to be there. And then when the Select Device dialog appears, click OK, as you normally do. Set the bandwidth for 9600, since you're going to be transmitting, presumably. On the sound card options, the receive input from the radio is still the output from whatever sound card you're using as your radio interface. In my case, it's the EMU 0202 microphones. And the TX output to the radio is speakers or line out from that same radio interface sound card. In my case, it's the speakers of the EMU0202. RX input will be line 1 of the virtual audio cable. TX output we will make line 2 of the virtual audio cable, and then click OK to dismiss that. Let's see. Under Options, select CAT to HDSDR, and I've already got this set up. I think you can see it since it's grayed out. Select Port, and then you should be selecting COM26. Let's see, if I deactivate it, maybe that will not be grayed out. Yes, okay. I've got two choices there. COM26 is the one that I set up using virtual Serial Port Emulator, so that's the one we're going to use. Baud rate, I've got it set to 9600 Hertz, but it seems, well, just do that because that seems to work. For PTT activation pins, none, CAT only. That's actually why we're using Ham Radio Deluxe. It will send a CAT command over port 26 to HDSDR. So make sure you've got selected none, CAT only for that. And then select activated, which will show up as being checked the next time you look. And now we can click Start. See a couple of what I think are PSK-31 signals here. I would like to be able to listen to those in the headphones. Actually, you can probably hear them in this recording. No, you can't. Not yet. Okay, I'm not going to try to show you every little thing about using DM780. This is the super browser. It shows all the signals that are in the passband and being decoded on tickers. And in a moment I'm going to click on one of the tickers, somebody who's calling CQ, and then that'll bring up the QSO pane. There, that's a nice loud CQ, strong signal. Oh, there's a guy looking for Indiana. Then I'll select his call sign and choose call sign from the pop-up. If I'm using the logbook, that'll start building a logbook entry. It also starts building a transmission to send a reply to him, which is what I'm doing now. The stop tag at the end of the line will automatically switch back to receive. There, got him. And it looks like he came back to me. So I finally have a contact to show you. Band conditions have been bad for the last couple of days, so this has taken me a while. Now, he was looking for Indiana for WAS, so he's probably pretty happy to make this contact. And I'll send him another transmission. This time I'm going to be typing it in. And that's the end of the transmission. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it useful and instructive.